Jeremy Sockman here today with a look at a movie from somebody who's made a lot of them. It's Deconstructing Harry from Woody Allen, and this is another one of those movies that wants to be all artsy, but is really just trying to say something simple. What? Well, let's take a look. When Lucy shows up at author Harry Block's apartment with a gun and an axe to grind over him using their affair in his latest book, he tells her about his girlfriend who's leaving him for his best friend and how that should be punishment enough for what he's done. Weirdly, that works. But Harry's a guy who likes to tell tall tales, and most of them use aspects from his own life. We get the story about his time as a shoe store salesman meeting hookers, the one about an actor being out of focus, literally, even one about cannibal senior citizens.
In order to hide the bodies, you ate them!
So what are you making a fuss? Some bury, some burn. I ate.
What all this boils down to is the fact that Harry's got writer's block at the same time his old college is going to honor him for his work. That sounds like a party, but he doesn't have anyone to go with. So he brings a different hooker, his hypochondriac pal, and his son he kidnaps from school. They drive upstate and stop in at a carnival and his religious sister's place, all before his pal dies suddenly, and he gets arrested for kidnapping right before the big event. After a quick trip to hell for a drink, spoiler alert, he's bailed out of jail by his pal, and all the people he based his stories on throw him a big party anyway.
I feel like I'm in a dream. This for me is like the best dream I've had in months, you know?
Now, Deconstructing Harry is one of those movies that tries to trick you by doing some fancy editing and character swapping because it's worried you might realize the truth it's revealing. You see, Deconstructing Harry is showing you in plain terms why you should never get involved with a writer. Harry uses bits from the lives of everyone he meets. It doesn't matter if it's a date, a wife, a sister, or a pal. He's going to take their private moments and put them on page for the world to read, then make bank on it. If you stop to think about that for a second, this is exactly what old Woody's doing too. A movie about a writer who uses his friends' lives for material? Woody, that's not exactly subtle.
But it's all here. The poor schmuck country doctor, the violinist, a younger sister in Connecticut cheating with her husband. The picture window, for Christ's sake. Cruel observations about Marvin with his barbecue and his chef's hat. And of course, Jane, or as you pathetically disguise her, Janet.
Now, where it gets weird is that this movie portrays Harry as a horrible person to date or marry. He cheats on women constantly, goes after ones much too young for him, and then exposes their faults to the world on paper. Not too hard to see that Woody's projecting his own insecurities with how he's lived his life. The dude had a lot of wives after all, so in a way, old Wood's warning women against dating and marrying him. He's the worst kind of writer, a self-hating one.
And also I do terrible things. I've cheated on all my wives and none of them deserved it. I sleep with whores, I drink too much and I take pills and I lie and I'm vain and cowardly and prone to violence, you know.
But wait, that's not the end of this twisted story. If you stop to ask yourself, why would Woody not want women dating him, you'll really understand Deconstructing Harry. With every divorce, there's a settlement and alimony. At this point in his life, 1997, Woody was paying out big bucks to lots of ladies. So by nipping that in the bud with a put down on himself, he was really just doing his part to save his bank accounts. Pretty clever, Wood, but I don't need thick glasses to see through that slick plan.
Hey, how do you know so much?
Well, I'm just you. Thinly disguised.
Tie me up, hit me, give me a blowjob.
Well, he has no spiritual center. He's betting everything on physics and pussy.
It's sort of sad in a way and also funny.
So in the end, once you realize Deconstructing Harry's cynical reasons for warning you against being involved with writers, Woody specifically, of protecting his own cheddar stash, it brings the whole thing crashing down. So I say, don't listen. Date Woody all you want, and score some of your own bread, ladies. I'm Jeremy Sockman, and I'm giving Woody Allen's attempted cash-saving double trick Deconstructing Harry a hard pass.
It's me thinly disguised. In fact, I don't even think I should disguise it anymore. It's, you know, it's me.
I'm going to Los Angeles to build a screenplay about lovers who murder each other. I am going to Los Angeles to see my own name on a screen, 5 feet long and luminous. As the radio man says, it is 5 a.m. and the sun has charred the other side of the world and come back to us and painted the smoke over our heads an imperial violet. It is 5 a.m.